Hey guys, it's KJ, and today I am going to introduce you guys to this new project I'm starting. So, this project is meant to expand the books that I've read and also push me to read books that I never would have read otherwise. I am going off of a quiz of 1,000 books you may have already read on listchallenges.com. It's not supposed to be a challenge, it's just like a fun thing where you go through and you see which ones you've read. I first saw it when my mom posted her results on Facebook, and when I got my results back, I scored 2 out of 5 stars, which for me meant that I read 77 of the 1,000 books, or roughly 8%. I'll post a link for it down below. I will be reviewing all of the books, but I'm not going to reread anything that I've already read, so those reviews should be taken with a grain of salt. The first book that I want to talk about is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or in the dumbed-down American way that I learned it, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I read the entire series with my family when I was younger, and it was one of the first series that I ever truly loved. That being said, unlike a lot of people I know, this wasn't a fandom I carried with me. I still remember the books with a particular fondness, but not enough fondness to reread the first book, let alone the entire series. In general, I tend to see stories not as comforting escapes, as I know some people do, but more as exciting adventures, which means I'm 10,000% more likely to pick up a new book than to reread one that I've already read, even if it was at one point one of my favorites. All of that being said, I rate Harry Potter as a series as an 8 out of 10. The next book on the list, which is another one I have already read, is The Hunger Games. I have read all of the original trilogy, and I enjoyed the series, but at times it got too dark and impersonal for me, or at least that's how I felt when I was roughly 14 years old. I loved the concept, and it was an introduction of the dystopian genre that I'd later come to love. I give The Hunger Games a 7 out of 10. The last book I'm going to talk about today is the only one I had to read for this. So the book in question is Twilight, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't go into reading this with high hopes because on one side, I had the general meme and hype around Twilight being bad and it's sucking, but on the other hand, from the people I know who had personally read the books and not just watched the movies, was that the books were actually good and quite enjoyable. So I went into it kind of skeptical, and I'll have to admit I like this book a lot more than I would like to publicly admit. As of this review, I have only read the first book, but I have the second two in hold on audiobook form at my public library. I'm going to say that the series is not the best ever or a must-read, but I personally found myself totally involved in the story. I can completely understand the appeal of a perfect man made just for you, who, for mysterious reasons, can't be around you, or for you to find out he has the urge to harm you. Of course he won't, because he finds himself dedicated to protecting you. While I understand why many people, including myself, enjoyed the book, I want to make one thing clear to y'all. Edward is a creep. Personally, he freaks me out and rubs me the wrong way. Everything being said, I give Twilight a 7 out of 10. I liked it, and I understood why it was so why it got so popular at one point, but Edward just creeps me out, man. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Bye.